Yes, people, Arsenal with Ash. Arsenal won. Shakhtar Donetsk nil. 3 points, a clean sheet, a poor performance, but at the end of the day, it's about the 3 points. We're yet to concede in the Champions League. 3 games now without conceding, and we're sitting in fourth position in the league phase. So yeah, it's looking good. The target is the top eight, so we get automatic qualification to the last 16. And at the moment, we're on track for that. But the performance was concerning. It was really concerning. I think in the first 10 minutes we started on fire. We were on them. We should have probably scored a couple of goals. Um, they then settled and we kind of allowed them to settle into the game. And we were struggling to then break them down. We then get a bit of a break with the Martinelli goal off the post and hits the keeper and goes in. Obviously, that's our own goal. Quite unfortunate for them, but a good moment for Martinelli, who needed probably a bit of a confidence booster. But yeah, after that, we was creating chances, not putting it away. Our finishing was off, and then the second half, it was just it was just boring. If I'm honest with you, I was just sitting there like, what is going on? Misplaced passes, um, not ruthless enough in attack. Obviously, we had to make a change at half time. We had to put Partey in at right back, who I thought was brilliant in the first half in midfield. Um, but yeah, there was no fluidity to the team, no creativity again, and yeah, we were allowing them to have the ball, create some dangerous moments. They didn't really have any opportunities. They didn't really hurt us like that. But yeah, it was just a really, really boring second half, if I'm honest with you. And a game where I said I wanted a reaction, a comfortable win, we didn't get it, and it is concerning going into the weekend. Um, but yeah, like I said, we have to look at the positives as well. We've won the game, got another clean sheet, and we have to just move on and see how we can get on in the Liverpool game. Obviously, to start the game, it was a negative in terms of the team news. We saw Saka wasn't in the team, Timber wasn't in the team, so for them to not even be in the squad was a real concern. And then Calafiori goes off with a knee injury, which looked quite bad. One of those ones where you're off balance and your body goes one way and your knee goes the other. So I'm not gonna lie, it didn't look positive. And it's another defensive injury for us. So Sunday's looking dark at the moment. But there has been a little bit of positive news in terms of Saka. I think Arteta was playing a bit of mind games in his post match conference in terms of Saka being unlikely to be available. But the rumours we're hearing is that he has trained today and he could be involved in that game, and that would be a massive boost for us. Um, but yeah, it was just poor, 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 and we need to up the levels. And I've got no doubt that the players will lift themselves for this game, and the fans will as well, because the actual atmosphere in the stadium in last night's game was very, very flat, and it just projected off with the players. But yeah, let me get into my player ratings. David Raya in goal didn't have anything to do really until pretty much the last minute of the game where they had a long range effort and he made quite a good save. So yeah, quiet game for him, but he kept his clean sheet. And yes, I'll probably give him a 7 out of 10. Ben White played just the first half, obviously got a yellow card. I think Arteta didn't want to take any risks with getting a red card again. And obviously he needs to play on Sunday as well, and he's just come back from injury. But yeah, he done okay. I can't give him more than like a 6.5 out of 10. Saliba was good, wasn't really tested, done his job. It's a standard performance, really, a 7 out of 10 performance. The same for Gabriel, probably the same for Calafiori. Just looks a real class act though, Calafiori, when he's on the ball. But yeah, no one really stood out, if I'm honest with you, apart from Thomas Partey and probably Martinelli, who I'll get onto in a second. I think Partey was brilliant in the first half in midfield, orchestrating, just looks really classy on the ball, knitting things together, cleaning up as well. So he seems like he's definitely finding his best form again. But yeah, obviously he had to move to right back in the second half. Got caught out a few times. Obviously it's not his natural position, and I don't want to have to see him there on Sunday. But yeah, I'll give him a 7.5 out of 10. Declan Rice was okay. Okay, he was a lot more active in terms of breaking up the play and winning the ball back and putting himself about. But yeah, didn't have an amazing game or anything like that. Another standard 7 out of 10. Um, Who else? Who was there? Martinelli had a very positive game. He was running at his defender, getting involved in everything positive that we did do. Obviously, his massive contribution towards the goal. And he's looking a lot sharper and well deserved man of the match for him. So yeah, we need him to bring that into Sunday's game. He loves the game against Liverpool. I think he's got something like 3 goals in his last 4 games against them. So he will be a massive part of our team. So yeah, I'll give him an 8 out of 10 for his performance. Jesus in the first half looked quite dangerous at times, but his final ball just wasn't it. He just wasn't. It wasn't clicking. I don't know what's happening with him. He had a good chance in the second, I think, in the first half as well, where the keeper saved his effort. He just can't buy a goal at the moment. No goals since January is ridiculous for a forward. Scary. Um, so yeah, I can't give him more than a 6 out of 10. Leandro Trossard, again, sloppy on the ball. Didn't really affect us going forward. Misses a penalty and almost at the other end gives a goal away. It was just a mess of a performance, if I'm honest with you. Obviously, he does look a lot more comfortable in central areas, so it was a lot better than how he was against Bournemouth. But it wasn't good enough, and I think he needs to step it up a bit because Odegaard's on the verge of returning, and as soon as he returns, Trossard will be out of the team if he doesn't back up his ideas. So yeah, I'll give him probably a 6 out of 10. I think he was poor, and him missing a penalty just straight down the middle, no purchase, nothing really on it. Doesn't want to put it in a corner. Doesn't put anything on the shot. It was just a weak effort, and yeah, really poor from him. And Kai Havertz, who I think should have taken the penalty, he's scored in all his home games at the Emirates this season, and for some reason decides not to take the penalty. I don't understand what striker does that. You're in great form. You've got the opportunity to continue that to break a record, and he doesn't want to take the ball. Um, and yeah, he didn't really affect the game either. Obviously, he does his bit in terms of holding up the ball, winning fouls, especially when we're hanging on to the lead. But yeah, I was really disappointed that he didn't want to take that. So yeah, I'll probably give him a 7 out of 10. Substitutions, we had to bring on Lewis Skelly in the second half when Calafiori came off. Tidy on the ball, got caught out at one moment defensively where it could have led to a dangerous moment. But yeah, it was a decent performance from him. Can't give him more than probably a 6 out of 10. Jorginho came on, kind of shored it up, that experience head in terms of passing the ball about, setting the tempo for the game. So I thought he was decent. Again, a 6 out of 10. Sterling came on, didn't do anything. Another poor performance from him, and it's not looking great in terms of his impact in the team. But I'm happy to give him a bit of time and see what happens with that. So yeah, 6 out of 10 for him. And yeah, like I said, we move on to Sunday's big game against Liverpool, who play tonight against Leipzig in the Champions League. And yeah, hopefully an extra day's advantage will help us. Our record against them recently has been really good. They haven't beaten us for a couple of years now in the league. And yeah, we're going to need some of these injured players back. We're going to need Timber. We're going to need Saka. I can't see Calafiori making it. Odegaard's unlikely to make it. Obviously, Saliba's going to be suspended. So, boy, whatever happens, I need some magic to happen this week in training on the medical department, something to get these players fit for this game because it is a massive game and we cannot afford to lose this game. So yeah, let's see what happens. Stay tuned for any updates that I have on social media and for my match preview for that big game. And yeah, we'll see you for that.